unlike many people, I'm all for escape. I think escape is where we get our great ideas. If you think about children, children are very, very creative. There's no doubt about it. And they escape a lot. As a matter of fact, their escape is far more important than the things that we think are important, like going to school. No, they'll get through school stuff so they can go and create and make worlds and put the world together in ways that we've never thought of, because we're so busy doing what we're supposed to do. To be creative, you have to be a little bit naughty. You have to be a little bit, sorry, Dan, this is going to be bad for your, for bringing up your son, but you got to be a little rebellious. Actually, you have to be a lot rebellious. And that's one of the things that keeps you going. It's also very helpful to have a band of rebellious people around you. Now, I'm not trying to say that you don't need analytical chops to do your work as a creative person. You do. But they come in my opinion, in a much later stage. You've got to get the ideas flowing. And as a matter of fact, the interesting thing about analysis sometimes is the rebellion against it. Sometimes the time that the heroes of creativity have left the world, they've left their companions in creativity and gone off on their own, hasn't necessarily mean that they weren't good at what they were doing. It doesn't even necessarily mean they thought they weren't good at what they were doing. They needed to go and really develop their own aesthetic. And that's why they did it. They really didn't believe that what was going on was so great. To be creative, you got to get a little bit angry. You get angry. You say, that's nonsense. Yeah, I don't have my ideas straight, but I still think that's not the way, so I'm going to find another. And that's where you have to get really strong, because people are going to say, no, that won't work. How many times a day do we hear, especially from ourselves, it won't work? Like 24/7. That's not a good way to go about getting your imagination to work for you. I like to sometimes think about imagination as a separate entity, this person that gets to live with me, or I get to live with. And that person doesn't like to be told no all the time, because the analytics of an idea take a while to work out. Sometimes creativity comes like this. You have an idea. Now that idea has probably been working over your lifetime of associations. You can't shut these things down too soon. And in the big problem for a lot of companies is we don't have the equivalent of an experimental lab. We don't have Bell Labs. And most great ideas come from having the time and space to think, to make mistakes.